A database full of sensitive information from the 23andMe website is currently circling around the dark web. The list is titled Ashkenazi DNA Data of Celebrities. Ashkenazi is the word for people with Central or Eastern European Jewish ancestry. That would include me. The hacked list includes names, first and last, gender, and 23andMe's data on each person's cultural background. Even though the title says celebrities, by the way, most of the people on the list are not famous. 23andMe responded saying, quote, "We believe threat actors were able to access certain accounts in instances where users recycled login credentials, that is, usernames and passwords that were used on 23andMe.com. They were the same as those used on other websites that had been previously hacked. We do not have any indication at this time that there has been a data security incident within our systems or that 23andMe was the source of the account credentials used in the attacks. But so often lately, hackers have found, and by the way, their stock is getting crushed. It is now just about 80 cents the last I checked. Did we put that up yet? Yeah, 81 cents, and it is getting hit down about 6%. But very often we have hackers who have found entry points via employee logins as well. Joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive is Okta CEO Todd McKinnon. Okta provides enterprises with secure multi-factor login solutions. Todd, having nothing to do with you, but the 23andMe issue has a lot of people worried, wondering. The database is already out there circulating on the dark web. If you're one of the users on that list, knowing what you know, what do you do? What's a step that you could or should do?
Well, this is it's really a typical thing for the world we live in now. We spent a couple decades digitizing so much of our business processes and our consumer lives. And what that means is there's a lot of valuable data out there for the attackers to go after. And we're seeing the attackers go after it in a variety of ways and try to really get into every little crack and crevice they can to exploit us and use this data to their benefit. In this case, it's interesting because, as you mentioned, typically people go after employee credentials, but this is a little bit different. This is actually going after consumer credentials on a consumer-facing web property. And at Okta, we help customers secure both employee identities, business partners, contractors, but also customer identities. So the customers of our customers and how they log into our customers' web and mobile apps. And this is a vector that can be exploited. So it's really important that customers lock it down, have strong security policies, right, lock it down with multi-factor authentication, and really have all of their identity systems robust against these types of attacks.
Todd, that is very much the problem. We are so vulnerable through our employees, companies would say, because they'll click on something that looks like it's completely normal and it turns out to be a phishing attack or some type of virus that goes in there. But it's really the hackers who have gotten incredibly smart. What are you telling big enterprise CEOs now?
The main thing is you need a comprehensive solution that covers all of your applications and all of your infrastructure, because attackers go after the weakest link. And if you try to standardize on one monolithic platform versus covering all of your bases, right, you're at more risk for an attack. So our message is all about supporting a broad ecosystem, integrating to everything, and not locking our customers into one application stack, and really more specifically one security stack. We believe in choice and freedom, and that's the only way to cover all of the vulnerabilities and keep customers the most secure.
You know, last month, your clients MGM and Caesars fell victim to cyber attacks from hacking groups. You know, how does something like that happen as you guys are so solid? I mean, Fox uses Okta, and it's this multi-factor authentication, but it can really hammer an entire business. Obviously, MGM and Caesars, they had people locked out of their hotel rooms, et cetera. You know, what do you know from that, having been their person who is working with the company on that platform?
Yeah, you can imagine we're working very closely as the incident response unfolds. And not getting too much into the specifics of these specific cases, is that these were cases of social engineering outside of the realm of the normal credential flow or the normal login flow. These are people calling in and pretending like they're a systems administrator or an employee and essentially using social engineering to trick the support desk or the help desk into resetting credentials in a way that shouldn't happen. So it's incumbent on all of us in the industry to do a better job to help companies against this. So we could build better ecosystems together to extend out the controls of identity systems to all parts of the process, from not only when you're logging in every day, but also when you're getting your account for the first time, and also when you're getting your account reset. But I think that's the path forward. It's this broad ecosystem of cybersecurity folks working together to prevent these things from happening.
Todd McKinnon of Okta, please come back. Thank you.